remember me. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I said I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I said I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the place. Next level. I'm coming for everything. Everything. I am the place. Remember me.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, this galaxy ain't no stopping this. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Whenever I touchdown. Whenever I touchdown. Whenever I touchdown. Whenever I touchdown. I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Came to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor in the trenches like
It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pick.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He got 29 yards that time. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others?
It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. George Karlaftis showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside. And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there, and they're going to get a delay.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Flush to his right.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Dancing to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Pats are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. And they'll run again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
Back to throw here. Rolling to his left. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Patriots are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields this way up at the 17. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the...
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia.
The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost best throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, New England. A big play there, 77 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. No room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays.
And now off to the races down the right side. The 30. 10. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Garrett Wilson. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Steelers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter two, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot: stay the course. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And Shark calls it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. He'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. And he's got it. And he is out of bounds here. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner, and he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. There's Trimble, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is no good. He missed it. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home. That's the name of the game. And we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Wilkins. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And now here is another interception. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
He still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Patriots are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Fielded right around the 8.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble.
And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Mahomes to throw once more. Flushed out right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 15-yard line. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tap.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Kenny Yeboah.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, complete to Taylor.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes,
middle of the field to Jefferson. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jonathan Taylor
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Mahomes.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Mahomes to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Mahomes will throw. Complete to Taylor on the slant.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Flush to his right.
Caught by Trimble.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Mahomes. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with